you. Assalamu alaikum. In our words, right? In other words. So,
Wa alaikum salam.
yeah, thank you for finding a time to share your experience in the United States, your professional experience as a coach. And I have a few questions for you. The first one is warm up question. Could you tell us about your experience living in the United States and what drew you to Colorado for your martial arts venture, especially considering the relatively small Tajik community here comparing to New York City, where, for example, I live? We have a lot of Tajiks here, but in Colorado, I don't think there are that many, right? So,
We are from Tajikistan, and then we have like almost, and we came here once in 2006. We came to Colorado for the tournament, and Olympic Training Center is one of them based it, the main one based in Colorado Springs. So people like U.S. national team when they go in any sports like basketball, taekwondo, boxing, wrestling, they come in do the camp training for Worlds, for Olympics here in Colorado because high altitude, it's mountains here. So we just came here for the tournament, and I fell in love in this place. Like, I was been traveling all of the country, all of the states, but I think in the United States, Colorado, it's like a closest, like I mean, not closest. I would say almost the same nature, like weather, like mountains, the same like Tajikistan. So I fell in love, and I told I'm gonna move back to Colorado. When I told my friends, first off, friends didn't believe because when I went to California from New York for tournament and Florida, I was telling them the same thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you were telling me you guys gonna move to California and Florida because you were visiting there." But within 2 months, I moved to Colorado, so I came here, and it's an amazing place. And which is, I invite you to come one day. You're gonna be our guest. We'll show you. You will love this place.
thank
It's
you.
beautiful here,
Definitely,
nature.
one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm new here, only 3 years, and I'm still learning. I have visited Nevada and California, but yeah, next trip I think I will plan to go to visit Colorado. Thank you so much for invitation.
Inshallah,
Um,
would love to see you here.
inshallah. So the next question is about the Paris 2024, the Olympic Games in Paris. So Tajikistan's performance at the Paris Olympics has already been unexpected. What factors contributed to that success, you think?
Yes, that's a really good question. I'm watching Olympics right now and following almost in all the sports. Like and especially Tajikistan was making camps, trainings. So I had no doubt about judo. So they're gonna show good sports. They did amazing job in boxing too. They could do good. Like tomorrow, one of our taekwondo girl, she's gonna competing tomorrow. At We have two more left. It's one taekwondo girl and then one wrestling. I believe his name is Rasadin. He's gonna be competing in wrestling
Oh
tomorrow.
yeah,
So I
Yakutian. Yeah, Yakutian guy. My friend's friend. Yeah, I know the guy.
oh, and it is. Though
Hmm.
they saying he has a good chance to show a result to bring a medal for Tajikistan. So
Yes,
hopefully he's
yes.
gonna
Hopefully,
able to do
yeah.
it.
We'll make dua for him. Yeah.
Inshallah.
Okay. So the next question is regarding business and personal philosophy. What inspired you to start a martial arts school in Colorado?
Great question, rather. Yes, like I didn't plan to do any martial arts because I went to law school in Tajikistan. Nation University. And when I came United States, I was focusing only on study, and I said I'm not gonna do sports. It's
Excuse
enough.
me,
I'm
what
going
year
to
did you come to United States? Uh,
2005.
okay, thank you. Uh-huh.
Yeah, 2005. I said I'm not gonna do sports. I'm gonna focus on studying. The WT. And every time I see Taekwondo, like I cross Taekwondo school, and I just enter there. And that time I was from Tajikistan national team, and I was in a good peak form, and I asked them to train, and I did a good job, and they just offered me to. I had really little English and basic English. They offered martial arts schools.
Hmm. We have a question from somebody. Is it ITF or BTF? I know ITF we had in Isfahan, in Tajikistan, back in 90s when I was a kid. I used to do like couple years. I was very small. I remember some yopuchagi, dorichagi, chumok stoiki and that stuff, but not that much. Yeah, and somebody asking, is it ITF or WF? And I don't know the difference. I guess nobody knows for watching us.
Great question. Yeah. So here's the thing. I did both ITF and WT. ITF. So basically, I supposed to go to ITF school. Like my father and Mirza Yahya, the president of ITF, they went to college together, university in Tajikistan. So they're friends, very close friends. And Mirza Yahya told like, bring your kids. I was like, I don't know, maybe 9, 10 years old. Bring it. Let
Hmm. Oh, thank you. So, what does it stand for? ITF? Is it some kind of international Taekwondo federation?
WT. There is more protection there because
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
want like that's why MMA, for example, and kickboxing not in Olympics because it's tough sport, and there is a WT, professional WT. It's like pro, it's like a combat sambo. So
Hmm.
that's why for
Hmm.
Olympics they made a certain difference. So there is difference, slight difference, but there is difference. But ITF using the hands like punching to the face, for
More
example, but
tough. Hmm.
WT punching to the body. So yeah, both of them beautiful sports, by the way.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank you. So, the next question is, what coaching achievements are you proud of? Oh, wow. The total population 350 million. It's a big country. Yeah. Mhm.
We never come back without national champion. We just always get national champions. And one of my students in 2013, he became world champion. I think I am the only Tajik coach who made the world champion. That day I was talking to my coach from national team, so we talking about this. So he's a world champion. It's really hard, as you know, in any Olympic sport, becoming a world champion. It's a big deal and hard. And any Olympic sport, everybody loves and everybody wants to win in Olympic sports.
Of course,
So it's
to be the
becoming
best in the world, it's not easy. Of course, yeah, it's a lot of
yeah.
work. Yeah.
Uh, Yeah, that's the biggest achievement we got. But we are not stopping. We can't stop until we get a medal in Olympics. And
Hmm.
also, Olympian I invited in 2013, the Olympian, 2012 Olympian Farhod Negmatov and Alisher Gulov, and with some of the Tajikistan national team I invited here. They've been training under me, and then we went to World Championship with them in Mexico, Pueblo. So, like our school, one of the top of school in the world, I would say, comes to the
Hmm.
champions.
Wow. Okay. Next question. Martial arts emphasize discipline and following instructions. What do you compare the discipline levels of American and Tajik children?
Yes, great question. Comes to discipline, of course, like sometimes when I go to Tajikistan, I go once or twice a year, and they invite me to seminar to run the seminar in Tajikistan. Tajikistan, the discipline we have, it's way different than American kids. The Tajikistan, like American kids, they can learn from each other something, right? Like for example, American kids, like they can learn the discipline from Tajikistan because we're Asians. For us, respecting the coach, respecting each other,
Elders.
it's the elders, right? But through the American kids, most of them they parents bringing, and we ask them like, what do you want to get benefit from martial arts? We teach here. The number one they ask the discipline, because
Mm.
America, they like the American kids like trying to be individual, but comes to Tajik kids, they always united. They respect. They put number one priority, like respecting oldest coaches. Like like as you know, even somebody 1 month even older than you, we have a big respect. We call them Aka. Aka means biggest brother, right? So
Yes.
that's which is we love from which is I miss. I've been living in 19 years in United States, which is I miss to see and I enjoy when I
There are no younger Tajiks over there who cannot call you Aka or something.
yeah, we do actually,
You do it.
and that's amazing. For example, some big names uh call me Aka, like I mean we respect them.
Uh,
They respect. There is Olympians, they call you Aka. They already big names, they have a family, kids. They still have that adapt,
yeah.
respect
Hmm.
to you, which is amazing.
Yeah. That's amazing. That's true.
Yep, yep.
So, can you identify the key differences and similarities in the mentality and culture of American and Tajik children? What each culture learned from each other? Basically, you just partially answered to that question. But yeah, if you have something to add to this one, go ahead, please.
Tajik kids can learn from American how to be individual, like because they teaching them like doing by yourself everything, like but also American kids can learn a lot of discipline from Tajik, like again, we're Central Asians, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, even called Japan, for example. I have a students from Japan, so they disciplines way different, like they respect like a different, like and a lot of Americans actually love that, like parents love that, they want to learn something like that from Tajik, and they both can benefit from each other something.
Thank you. Okay. Uh, do you think today's Tajik youth is more influenced by martial arts figures than by scientists or other professionals? Is this a positive trend? Does it apply to American youth?
That's a great question. Comes to most Tajiks, they love sports. Like people, again, we are people of the mountain, hot blood. Like they do sports, and also if you see, regarding the job, like a lot of why a lot of Tajik people do the sports because not much of the jobs to work like in Tajikistan, right? That's why they immigrate like United States and different countries, and we have a lot of smart people in Tajikistan, like. For example, if you go deep into history, Imam al-Bukhari, a lot of like people like came from Tajikistan, those big names, right? Um, I mean, in United States, like they put number one, like studying, like college, studying, getting like education. It's one, but I would just strongly recommend Tajik to go through the education first. Like sport is one thing, but you have to be educated. Like I would put sport in a second, not sport in the first, and then education. Of course, education and sports. If you remember, Habib one time was saying, if athlete is not educated
Hmm.
then not educated and not religious, then he's going to be
Is it
dangerous.
dangerous for the society? Yeah. Hmm.
Sure, I agree. So that's why education and religion, it's like should be number one, and then sports and stuff.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. Uh, Beyond producing the champions, what do you see as the core responsibilities of an MMA coach?
Gotcha. Uh, to produce a champion, like it's not really hard. Like you can most of the coaches I mean most of the best coaches can make a champions. It's not a big deal. So we always tell our students like let's become the disciplined and then great person first. That's why in our school first thing we teach people to become great person first
Hmm.
and then to become champion. Like
Right.
I bring the example of my student, hey look, you've been training under us like 5 years, and I have students like been training 12 years under me. So you become champion, right? We made you champion, we made you black belt, you've been training, you're in the best place, but becoming nice person is different. Being humble, respecting, like because if you're not, we here to change a kid's life, kids and people's life. So this is number
Yeah.
one for us before we make them champion and get them black belt. They need to be black belt in the life and then black belt in the martial arts.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. Okay. There are numerous kind of sports. Which three sports do you believe, other than offer the greatest potential for male athletes, and which three for female athletes?
That's a great question. I love it. Comes to the for male best sports, I would put number one sport would put soccer. I mean, I love soccer. I watch soccer like World Cup, like Euro, like Copa America. I was following all these matches. I watch all the games. I would put soccer on number one. And why soccer? And because you don't punch and kick people. First off, let's just go if you talk about religiously for us boxing martial arts, punching, kicking to the people. To train we have to train. It's must for us to train for self-defense, because you're going to be confidence, self-confidence. This is really a discipline. This is where you have to train. But I'm kind of against people competing, punching, kicking people outside. I mean, if they're going as a testing themselves like nationals, like this, that's not a big deal. But if they're going fighting for the money, and it's kind of disagree with that, uh, I would say number one, I would put soccer. Number two, I would put judo, the way they dress, the way they like men and women dressed. And the number three, just martial arts,
It's
any
called
martial
covered, you
arts.
mean, right? You mean
They cover.
in the terms of the okay. Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
love how they covered, how they close. I love wrestling, for example. Wrestling, I love wrestling, but the way they wear, it's kind of I don't want to
Yeah.
see, and I don't want like people to wear this. But it is what it is. They have to wear because of national judo. I mean national wrestling. But this beautiful sport, wrestling. But the clothes, especially girls, I don't want to even watch
Yeah.
the girls competing. Comes to the And the third one for the men, I would say martial arts, like I would say like taekwondo, kickboxing, striking. Like if you this is like you have to know the striking too, like punch and kick. That's amazing too. And also I would add here sambo too, sambo or sambo grappling. It's the same thing. Grappling is mixed of wrestling and jiu-jitsu, which is amazing. We in our school we teach two sports, grappling and taekwondo, which is great. For the women, again, for the women, I would say taekwondo would be really good. And the question is, they're not going to be like comes to the clothes, they covered, not tight pants and jacket. And judo is good too, like for the girls. And then, of course, like any non-contact sports, like basketball, like soccer is good. But if they covered, that would be great too.
Okay, thank you. So the next question is, when do you believe Tajikistani fighters will become dominant forces in the UFC?
So UFC, if let's just talk honest, like our UFC fighters, like they're trying their best. They with whatever they've been like right now, it's just because of themselves. Like they don't get much support from Tajikistan or sponsors. Like they just basically finding themselves sponsors, like here and there, like some Tajik, some people helping them. And to be UFC fighter, it's not easy for UFC fighter, and especially Tajik. If you're a Tajik person came here, so he's gonna think about how to feed his family or to train. For training, he needs like something like not to work here, like and not to work in the United States. Me and you live in United States, right? So to live here by yourself, if you sold by yourself, you need at least 5,000 5K per month to take care of yourself. But for them it's going to be hard. I've been in camps and training UFC fighters. All they should be doing training, resting, training, resting, not to just worry about anything else. It's hard for them. I mean, of course, if you have a support people like who take care of them, like sponsoring them, they're gonna go further because we have very talented athletes in UFC and very amazing people. But we have to understand them too. Without sponsoring, they cannot go further. And sponsoring like constantly sponsoring, like not like just one tournament and one camp sponsoring. They need to sponsor them often though, so they don't think about how to pay their rent, how to live. They have to just focus only on training and show the good results. We always like judge them. Oh, they lost. But I mean, just they don't get support. Give them support, and they're gonna show the best results.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
talking.
what about, yeah, I understand. But what about the trash talk? I mean, I'm asking trash talk because the thing is, UFC is a commercial, right? It's not like Olympic sport, which supposed to be supported by governments. It's more commercial,
Yeah,
and any expenses they have, the fighters, this is like their life. It's just like a business. And any sponsorship, I think it's also oriented to make some money, to get some feedback, financial feedback. And what makes fighters successful is their trash talk. Is they talk too much, and people get, is they attract attention. They get a lot of subscribers. They become a media persons, and people who are ready, or businesses who will be ready to invest, like sponsor them to get some feedback, because they will promote their stuff, like we can see, I can bring you an example like Gorilla, energy drinks, or Nike and Reebok stuff, they sign those guys and pay them a lot of money. So I
yep.
think this part, what do you think about the trash talk? Should they do more trash talk, our guys, because nobody knows about them,
For
like
sure.
look to the Conor McGregor. He brought the big contracts to the UFC. He made, he changed the game actually, and now many fighters from Dagestan, from Caucasus, they follow the same style. I mean, not that bad maybe, but still the same idea. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Our fighters should do that too, to attract more people, not only rely on the support and sponsorship from our local, from our community. which is new in the United States. We are not that many here, right? Tajiks are not that many, and it means we are still, our community is building, like not that many businessmen and rich people who can really support. But if they attract people beyond the outside of the our community, like Americans and other sponsors, who can uh, put some money and see they will have something back, what I mean. I smash you, right? It's something like this. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be responsible. What you're saying, yeah, this is what we grew up, how we grew. Yeah. But America is different. It's a show, everywhere you go is
Yes,
show.
yes,
Unbelievable.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And here in trash talk, you have to sell your. For example, last Saturday was 2 Saturdays ago. Mokaev was fighting, if you know the fighter from UFC, and he was kind of
What
showing
fighter?
way
Excuse
in
me.
like Mokaev, Muhammad Mokaev.
Ah,
He's
Mokaev. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and
He's
you
trash
can
talker.
tell
Yeah.
he was selling. I know it was trash talk. I when he was trying to punch, kick each other, those two, and even we know they just trying to sell their fight. Even I felt that. I mean, I was scrolling somewhere on Instagram and I saw they just doing Wayne. I'm like, oh man, I have to watch this fight. I mean, it's gonna be cool. I mean, but they trying to sell their fight. I mean, they probably like they know it's like they trying to do this to sell the fight, but not everybody from people Central Asia will understand. I'm not talking only Kafka, Central Asia, even Russians, like most of the time, they don't understand when Americans talking like that. I mean,
Yeah.
uh, in America, it's normal. They should do trash talk, but not to going deep, not to going very bad. Like, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you 100%. Yeah. Not that far away. Just, yeah, keep it, yeah, in some frames. Yeah. Moral frames, ethic. Yeah. Thank you. So, yeah, the next question will be regarding the MMA stars and top fights. Uh, Please rank Sean O'Malley, Merab Dvalishvili, and Umar Nurmagomedov from best to worst, explaining your reasoning.
I would put the best Umar because the last fight he was fighting against Corey, and actually Corey's school, our school, there is 5 minutes drive. It's very close, and he was fighting. Corey did a good job against him, and but Umar comes to Nurmagomedov family, the school of Abdulmanap, they different level. They don't have any other life but only training and focus on this, right? So they have like Habib has the money to sponsoring them, getting them the best coaches around him, best people for dietitian, like just all these small things they have best. Comes to Nurmagomedov family, I mean, they can win, they can beat him. The only uh, but if they just accidentally knock them out, but if to win them is very hard because if you see in striking, we say the wrestlers most of the time they do sambo, but in striking they're doing amazing job. Even Umar, even Islam, their striking got much better. Like I know Islam's Makhachev's coach right now, uh, Russian coach, Taekwondo coach, Saifullah Magomedov. He's been training his striking, kicking, punching. So I think they will do great in striking as well.
So number one is Umar, right? Number two, Islam.
Now,
Sorry. What about
Umar,
Merab and Sean O'Malley? Merab Dvalishvili and Sean. Yeah.
I think they have a not a lot of chance against Umar. The only they can win Umar if they knock him out.
Lucky
If
punch.
this happened, like punch kick, yeah, like
Mm.
but and also he's Umar is as I told mentioned earlier, he is really good in striking too, so it's gonna be hard for them. But it's UFC MMA, anything can happen.
Okay. Uh, who would who would you pick in the fight between Islam Makhachev and Arman Tsarukyan, and why? And I know the answer already. Islam, right? Yeah, because it's
Islam,
Abdul
but
Manap's school. Okay. Yeah.
Islam, yeah, Islam has a one fight. If you go, his like fights, he had a one fight and he lost against a knockout. It was accident. That's my opinion. It was accident. But Tsarukyan, if you see Tsarukyan last his fight, he did an amazing job. He beat jiu-jitsu black belt. He did amazing job. But I don't think so. He has a lot of chance to win Islam. So Islam is different level.
Yeah,
Is different.
that's right. But Tsarukyan, yes, since their first fight in Russia, Tsarukyan improved a lot. Yeah, that's true. But Habib is different level, not even like Islam. Habib didn't lose a round in his entire career.
Habib,
But Islam,
yeah,
yeah, he's good, but not like Habib. Anyway, what is the next? Huh?
Habib, yeah. Habib is different level. Yeah, you're right. Habib, for example, if you see last Bilal's fight, Bilal Muhammad, the Palestinian, he became first Palestinian UFC fighter. He was going structure with the plan of Habib, and he did. Habib's plan is different. Habib is really, really good. He's very smart coach. I think he's gonna be like one of the best. He is already. I think he's gonna be one of the best coaches in any sport, like I mean martial arts. So he will really good coach.
Yes. Okay, this next one is who is going to win in the super fight between two dominant champions, John Jones and Stipe Miocic?
That's tough question, brother. John Jones, I love him. He is a really good fighter, but the age as well. He is getting older now. Like if you see his like last fights, and then he's the fight that was before. I think John Jones can win with. I think last his fight he won with his experience. He's really first off his name and experience. I think John Jones gonna win. That's my opinion.
Okay. Uh, if Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fought, who do you think would win? Uh,
Like he is an amazing fighter, and especially if you see last time he just puts on social media he's training. In his age, what he's doing, to be honest, some people in their 30s cannot do like his speed and everything. He looks really good, by the way. So
yeah.
I think it depends. I heard he is.
He's like the animal, Mike Tyson. Ivo.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What about? Okay, let's talk about freestyle wrestling. David Taylor versus Hassan Yazdani. Who is the favorite? It's still upcoming match in the
Uh,
Paris, I guess. They will be both in the final. I think so.
yeah, I would say Taylor. I would say Taylor. Taylor is good. I like his style. I think Taylor.
Yeah, okay. Next one, Kyle Snider versus Ahmed Tazhudinov. Who's the favorite? Akhmed
I think
Tazhudinov, who
Tajikistan beat
already
him.
won Kyle Snider, made a sensation. He won Rashid Sadullayev, but
Right,
Abdul
right,
Rashid
right.
had injury. He had injury, and anyway, he won all the tops, and he won Kyle Snyder. I don't remember how he won it, like 10 something. It was very big gap in the score, like he was dominant. It was not close match.
Yeah.
So who is you know him, right?
Oh yes,
Ahmed
of course. I
Tajudinov.
was watching the
Yeah,
last World Cup. I was watching and follow. I think Tajudinov is young. Tajudinov, I think he's like 1993 or 1996 year was born. He is like a next generation. Like I mean, if it's my opinion, if he goes against Sadulayev, like he's gonna beat him easy, and not easy, but he can beat him. But I think Snyder, he can beat Snyder too. Like he beat him, and then I think he's gonna do it again. But Sadulayev not competing this Olympics. The Snyder, he can beat Snyder, I think.
yeah. Okay. So the next question is regarding our food. Tajik cuisine in the United States. How familiar are your American friends with Tajik cuisine? Do they like it?
Oh, they love Tajik food. Tajik food, I mean, one of the best food. I mean, they love, especially like our sambusa. I mean, I was giving
Sambusa.
American, yeah, American friends
Yeah.
food. Our kurutop, they love kurutop. They like been
Oh,
asking like ingredients, like what's there, what's like. I mean,
maybe you should try it with Dumba, the because I tried just a regular one, they didn't like it. When I tried with Dumba, you know, they loved it. Huh? I find it in Brooklyn in that Tashkent supermarket. It looks like now product placement, like promoting them, but that's true. Tashkent belongs to Samarkandi guys, family. Yeah, yeah, they sell. Yeah. If you want, I can send it to you. Maybe, yeah, yeah. I will ask some guys who does this, what they call it, truck business. Yeah, yeah. So another question is American dream. How has your experience in the United States shaped your perspective on the American dream?
American dream.
What is American dream for you?
American dream for me, being successful here. Like you should. Successful business and leave have an income more than average American make in America. And of course, you have everything what you need. As we know, a lot of Americans they live here in debt. So you are debt free here. You have everything bought in cash, and you have amazing business and like U.S. citizen and all this stuff. It's like something big, like every like immigrant wants to have here. So but alhamdulillah, God gave me everything. Like I have everything here in America what anybody can dream. Like I have house, I have cars, I have business, successful business, I would say. And I mean, and right now I'm planning to go back to live in Tajikistan now because it's been 19 years now. I have everything, so why not just go
If
and
you
live
want
in
to mention
Tajikistan
what
too?
do you do, you can go ahead and do that if you want. I mean, what
I'm sorry, say
about
it
your
again.
business?
The
If you
voice
want to
you
mention your businesses, you can
Mhm.
go ahead and do that.
mentioned my businesses because the voice was
Yeah,
cutting. Mhm.
yeah. Sorry, mention your
Yeah, yeah.
businesses if you want. Yeah, if you want to mention it.
Yeah, businesses like we have before COVID, we had 6 location martial arts school, and we teach martial arts. And right now, we have only 2 locations, and we're planning in the process to open another location. And we have 10 people working in our school, different coaches in different ways. And like we have a very successful business going on right now. and we just in the future we're planning to open more franchise and different places. That we have a plan to open one in Chicago and one in New Jersey, and maybe in New York too. So that's a plans, but in the future we have that plan so we can achieve those plans.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, what? Who do you think would be a valuable speaker for my next interview? Who do you think I should invite for the next interview?
That's a great question. Regarding interview, we have like a lot of good people. For example, here you can get an interview from he's 2012 Olympian and was Tajikistan junior national team coach, and he's also coaching our school. He's teaching our elite team, the toughest team.
Mm,
So he would be great person, and also Ismatullah Hojayev in Tajikistan. He's Tajikistan national team is like more like 30 years he was, and also we have here if I have a very close brother Badek from Kafkas, Ruslan Shamanov. He's owner of Kafkas Express, which is they have like at least 500 trucks. So he's an amazing person. He's the CEO of Kafkas Express. If you heard about that,
I heard about him. Yeah, biggest
yeah,
yeah
yeah, he's
company.
closest friend of mine, and also another closest friend is Artur Gasanov. He's two-time Muay Thai world champion. We work together. He has a school in Chicago, so he's very successful. School has so those people, amazing people. You can try them.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for references. If you share the contacts with me, I would highly appreciate it. Yeah, and
Got you.
offer
Yeah,
them.
of course, of course. I'm gonna
So
send them.
anything, if you have anything to add, because we done with the questions. Yeah.
Oh, I think we got everything, Lucio John. Thanks so much for giving chance for me to talk and like asking me those questions. So you're truly amazing person and doing amazing job in the community, in martial arts community, in different communities. I went to your YouTube channel and I saw like amazing interviews you're getting from amazing people. That's amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. And yep, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you so much to Komil John. You are doing great job too as well, and not only for Tajik community, but just for all American Colorado, living in Colorado. And I hope you will be successful in your franchisee nationwide, and hope to see your school opening your school in New York as well. So
Thanks so much.
yeah, yeah,
Can wait
your
to.
links to your
Mhm.
excuse me.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We would like to post your links in the description of this video. You can guys subscribe to his social media, and just website and everything will be there in the description. You wanted to say
Perfect.
something, Donald Joe?
My student would love to see watch this one. I will just send it with our team, share it with our team so they can watch too. Yeah, thank you, Disho John, and I can wait to see
Thank you
you
too.
in Colorado
Yeah,
with us. Yeah,
yeah,
can go, I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. Looking forward to see you. Yeah. Have a great day. Thank you so much
And,
too for
thank
your
you.
time. Have a good
Thank you
day.
so much.
Assalamu
Thank you.
alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you. Bye.